So we need copper wire, which how can I not make? I have a whole inventory full of copper. Actually, I have a whole inventory full of gold. Never mind. So let's stash some of this. Let's grab... I just drilled an entire copper node. So we need to make copper wire. Oh, am I dying of thirst? I'm dying of thirst. We'll get to that in a minute. We need copper wire. And then we want to make a computer chip, right? We need table coral, though, and we're never going to find... There's none down here. Is there anywhere down here we can get table coral? We actually need to build another storage locker. Get rid of some of this gold. Give me a couple quartz. We'll build ourselves a new locker. I mean, we could just... Nah, I like things to be symmetrical. I say we could just pile them in, but... You think here in an advanced place like Subnautica, they'd be using fiber optic cable instead of copper? You can't use... I mean, you need some kind of conductor for a computer chip. You can't use fiber optics in a computer. Don't die of heat right. Don't worry, chat. We're going to eat a whole tree. I just had to build a thing so that I can empty my inventory enough to eat the tree. I had to make room. Bulbo trees aren't like Bill Cosby-esque. There's not always room for Bulbo. Although, you know, given Cosby's recent behavior, the whole "there's always room for Jello" kind of thing has a real negative connotation now. So we need table coral. I really wish I had the sea moth. I don't suppose there's table coral around here anywhere, or something that will, like, proxy as table coral. I really don't want to have to go all the way back to the surface. I really, really don't. Is there anything around here we can use in lieu of or as... Is there table coral around here? Because it's looking like there absolutely isn't. We've got every node a boy could ever want. Nope. There's no way we can make it to the surface in 2 minutes. There's just not. And I'm not taking the prawn suit. Alright, we're going back. I don't want to do it, chat, but it has to be done. This is going to take for freaking ever, but it has to be done. We got to take the sub back to the... We got to take the sub back up top. We need table coral samples, and honestly, what I want at this point, I want another sea moth. I'm going to bring another sea moth down here. We left our other sea moth up back at the base. We need to build another sea moth. Wow, this thing's at 65% power. That may not be enough to get us... You know what? It's fine. It'll be enough. Alright, let's go. No, keep it on ahead slow, please. We gotta go back up. I don't want to do it, but it's gotta be done. I hate the screw view. I never want to see the screw. Hey, screw! The Seamoth is useless at this depth. Our Seamoth can go down to about 900. That's as deep as it... That's as low as it can go. But really, the only reason I want a Seamoth is to just store it in my base, so that I have a way to go back and forth to the surface at a rapid pace. I just want to be able to transport myself back and forth quickly. Which means I have to haul another Seamoth down here. I'm full of Chicken Parm Hero. Why does Chicken Parm Hero sound like a terrible, terrible video game? I just noticed this. Hold on a second. This green sludge is getting vented from what appears to be some sort of man-made vent. Or is that... No, never mind. That's just like a waterfall. I'm an idiot. That's just like a cave. Chicken Palm Hero. It also sounds like it could be a bad rock song from the 70s. Whoa, what happened to... Baby Ghost Leviathan? You okay? Actually, I hope you're not okay. Chicken Parm Hero could be like a BTO song. Easily BTO. Chicken Palm Hero. We also need to find ourselves some magnetite, chat. We're gonna have to bring some of that. Ouch! Okay. Nope, we're fine. Not at all catastrophic submersible damage. Should be some table coral in the Lost River. It's fine. I'm going back to the surface. I don't care. We're already on the way. I've already moved the Cyclops. The Seamoth is on its way. We're just going to go build another one. We'll build a new one, leave it up on the surface where the depth doesn't matter, and we'll take our one that has all the upgrades, and we'll bring it down here with us. We'll just pack it into the Cyclops and drive it on back. Wouldn't mind being able to get around a little bit quicker, but it is what it is. We don't have to be ahead slow, I guess, now that we're past the Leviathan. We could probably go a little faster. I just killed a jelly ray with my... Sorry. I didn't mean to ram you with my giant submersible, but you know you liked it. I didn't think Pete'd ram me with his giant submersible, but then... he rammed me with his giant submersible. Oh, it felt so good. Hey, okay, you hit me. Don't give me that shit. That one's on you. Yep, we're getting a lot of clangs coming out of here. Good thing there's no PETA on this planet. I'm not afraid of PETA, chat. They want to come at me. I got a submersible that's armed with torpedoes. PETA wants a piece of me. I say bring it. I'll torpedo your ass with gas pedos. So now we got to find a way out of here. There is a crack or a gap large enough for us to get this thing in and out of, because that's how we got it down here in the first place. I believe it's over here. Yep, there it is. Straight up. I should have made a beacon before I left so I could have conveniently marked this place. I'm sure we'll find it again. Whoops. Yep, scraping it. Don't worry, that's what the paint job is for. Scrape the paint a little bit, it'll be fine. Okay. I don't know what I hit. Oh, fish. Oh, we are stuck. I appear to be stuck. Like, my tail won't clear this? How did we get down here? Like, we're definitely stuck, though. Nope. It's like we can't... We're not going to be able to get out of this. How did we get the sub in here? I mean, I guess it wasn't through this gap. Huh. We taking, like, there's cracks in my screen here. Hold on a second. Turn that off. Did we take some damage? No, we didn't take damage. I'm gonna go out and scout around a little bit and try and figure out, yeah, different hole, Pete. Oh, that's what everybody says. Different hole, Pete. So it's not this one. Is it over here, maybe? Yeah, this is it. So that hole's much bigger. All right. We just got to keep going that way. When in doubt, go for the bigger hole. That's... So turn the engine back on. Put her, she stayed on all ahead slow. Okay, so we want... Not the hole that's above us, but that one over there. Why did you recolor the lure? It's no longer a hot dog. It's exactly the same colors as it was the last time we used it. Tim Clancy, thanks very much for the follow. Welcome to the Ninth Circle. Is this is not the hole either, though, because we're not... I don't think we're going to fit out of this either. Are we? Maybe. Come on. I can make it fit. I'll force it. Go. Go, submersible. We've done it. It was ugly, but we got out. We did it. So now we got to go back to home base. All right, we can just go straight to the surface from here. Just got to give it a little bit of lube, Pete. Oh, you know how it works. I hate that I can't see my depth gauge while I'm on the... I'd really like to be able to see my depth. You near the surface? Yeah. Don't tell me I'm about to hit the island. If I can't dodge an island, then you really need to take away my submersible license. Famous last words, different hole, Pete. Yeah, you know, right before you wind up sitting next to Bill Cosby in the defendant's box. Or, you know, Kevin Spacey or any numerous and sundry other people who you're like sitting next to Louis C.K. You gotta give Louis C.K. one thing. Like, he realized as soon as that shit happened, as soon as that went down, he just realized that his career was over. He's like, well, that's it for me. I'm done. And then quietly faded from the public eye. You gotta give the guy credit for at least knowing when he sunk. He looked down at the ship, saw that it was full of holes, saw all the water in the hole, and he's like, well, this baby's going down. I'm just going to ride down with it. No sense in trying to save this. This is the fucking Titanic. It is unsalvageable. I don't think defendants sit next to each other. They do when they're as close as Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein. They would sit together. Probably got their own table in the lunchroom. Hey, it's a baby reefback. What's up, baby reefback? You don't even have any goop growing on you yet. You're not a proper reefback until you have barnacles. Why am I seeing rubies on my HUD? That's weird. Holla reefback girl. You know, he doesn't really strike me as a holla reefback girl. In fact, I'm pretty sure that reefback wasn't a girl at all. I ain't no holla reefback. I ain't no holla reefback. We are very close to the base. Let's just sidle right up. The Oprah fish is on the water again. I'm telling you, this Oprah fish has distemper. There's something wrong with it. It's not supposed to be that close to the surface. That thing is sick. Don't hit the base, though. Alright, the Cyclops is back where she belongs. And we're gonna turn off the engine. Let's go swap out like 9,000 power cells. Which one? You're still full. You're... okay, you're basically empty. Let's grab you. Unload you. A bunch of these power cells got to be juiced. You're juiced. Get OJ'd. You're completely juiced. You got OJ'd so hard they couldn't even find evidence for the civil trial. So, for now, let's just stick you in a container and give me fully charged ones. Charge at 99%, you are basically empty. Exactly. It's an all or nothing scenario. If you ain't first, you're last, chat. It's the immutable law of Ricky Bobby. When it comes to charges, if you ain't full, you're empty. There we go. 100% charged. Okay, chat. Nobody in chat gets to defend Harvey Weinstein. That is unacceptable. No defending of Harvey Weinstein. So we actually need to swap out our batteries too. Give me these two fully charged power cells. And take this basically empty one. And this other basically empty one. We'll get those started cooking. Okay, well, the one basically empty one was not basically empty very long. We'll take that one back then. And you can have this one that is completely empty. And in the meantime, let's also, like, charge out. We can swap out our batteries, too. We've got some devices that could use a little bit of recharging. Like, for instance, this Sea Glide. Cram a fresh battery in there. How about our habitat builder? You know what? Yeah, it could use a fresh battery. Repair kit? Certainly. Swap it out. Scanner? The scanner's at 75. We may as well swap it out. Why not? We could just chuck the old batteries in for a little bit of recharge here. Beautiful. Power cells, you do your thing. We gotta figure out what we need to build. Actually, while we're up here, like, what do we need to build the Cyclops upgrade? 3 nickel, a plastil ingot, and the original depth mod. So you know what? We should put the Mark II on it while we're here. We can build this stuff, and we're oh, please tell me I have nickel ore, though. I'm pretty sure I don't. Yeah, I left the nickel down in the base because I'm an idiot. Good work, Pete. Well, it wouldn't be a Perfidious Pete stream if, you know, I wasn't an idiot at least 75% of the time. As we've established, 75% full is basically empty. I gotta keep better care of my Bulbo plants up here. These are almost... I mean, these plants are basically empty. Also, I'm turning this off. Be not on anymore. You know what? Take that back. I actually need that metal salvage so that I can build titanium ingots so I can make a sea moth. Oh, you know what? Here. I'll take the sea moth to get sea moth parts. It's ingenious. Double juiced in sea moth goodness. What upgrades do you have currently? Torpedoes, 1 storage module, perimeter defense, and a depth module. Just wanted to test the old electroshocker. Still works on peepers. Pete, you spend a lot of your time juicing peepers. I think the more important question is, why don't you? Who doesn't want to electrocute a peeper? They taste better when they're terrified. The fear adds to the flavor. You want a flavor enhancement for your peeper? Scare the shit out of it. Also, since we're here, and we're gathering things, let's grab a couple creepvine seed clusters. My inventory is full. Jesus, filled up quick. So take this and that, and also this and that. It's like this and like that and like this and give me another creepvine seed cluster. Also, give me a little fiber. I need one. Well, it's not going to fit though. We're gonna go back to base. We'll make a little bit of fiber mesh. Not that I expect to need it, but we'll do a little bit of fiber mesh. We'll do a little bit of lubricant because you can never have too much lube. Peeper flavor enhancer. Cause some confusion if you sell it on store shelves. It's like A1 steak sauce. You gotta get a little flavor enhancer for your peeper. Hey, Numbers, what's up? Basic materials, so we're going to make some lube. I love the fact that lubricant is a basic material. That's one thing they definitely got right. Lube, absolutely basic. It's one of the basic necessities, really. That's taken care of. Let's go stick this shit in a locker for a moment. We have quite a bit of lube. I probably didn't need to make any. Fiber mesh, we don't really have any of that. I'm going to go harvest some more of that. I don't know if we're going to need fiber mesh. I don't think we will, but it won't hurt to have a little bit. I want to try and get a little bit of everything so we can avoid having to do this again where we come back to the surface to pick up a bunch of stuff we should really already have. I don't feel bad about hitting that peeper at all. Give me some more creepvine. Actually, give me one more. There we go. And we're out of room. That's fine. That's enough. Where'd I leave my sea moth? I've lost the sea moth? Typical Pete. All the lube in the world and most of it goes unused. Well, I mean, I'm not really well endowed, so copious amounts of lube with old Perfidious Pete not really necessary. Like, I can get by with small amounts of lube. That's how I roll, ladies. Yeah. So hook me in. Beautiful. Batteries still aren't fully charged. Kicking up some more fiber mesh. And that should have freed up a considerable amount of inventory space. Notice how his grapple arm is so short? Yeah, it's my burden to bear, chat. What can I say? My own personal cross. Got a small grapple arm. So you're basically empty. Put you in here. Are all the rest of these at 100%? All the rest of these, no. One of these was at 88. Oh, they're all at 100. Our flashlight is almost empty, and yeah, it's fine. Not too worried about that. Did the Seamoth have an armor upgrade? No, it does not have an armor upgrade. We have not upgraded the armor. It's got torpedoes, it's got a storage module, it's got the perimeter defense, and it's got depth module, and I'm comfortable with all of those things. We'll make a couple more tubes of lube, get a little bit more titanium here. And that should be about all we need. Rip these down to titanium. We do need, I know, a titanium ingot for the Seamoth, so we'll go ahead and craft that in. Also, it helps densify our inventory a little bit. Cram a little lube in there. There we go. You know, we actually should have made some silicone rubber, because we'll have a use for that. Wait, did I make silicone rubber? I made silicone rubber. Well, good enough then. Probably wouldn't hurt us to take like a deep shroom or some hydrochloric acid or polyaniline. Although I think we can probably make all that. We can synthesize all that stuff down in the depths, I think. Let's do this. Cave sulfur, we have a ton of. I don't know, do we use sulfur for anything? We ran out of power. Well, don't worry. We're on emergency power, but that's fine. Hey, Mr. Stalker. Oh, god damn it, my inventory's full. Inventory's always full when you need it to not be full. Pete, you realize you're at risk of suffocating? I mean, no, we're not. We can hold our breath forever. We've got really big tanks. Somebody is about to have a real bad day, though. A stalker? Yep. I don't need you. And you probably have at least one friend I likewise, don't you? What are you? A mesmer? You're new. Oh, you have friends as well. I don't think we've eaten a mesmer, Chad. Have we eaten a mesmer? We may have to rectify that. I don't think we've eaten a mesmer, chat. That's one animal that's on the list. I wonder if you can cook one. There you go, Stalker. Primary power's restored because we hurled a stalker in there. We actually have a bonus stalker. Let's see if we can eat a mesmer. How did we get two, though? Did they breed? Maybe we just have the one. Actually, I think we only have the one mesmer. No, there are definitely two mesmers in here. I'm tempted to leave them in here and see if they'll breed. Let's do that. We got two bladderfish, two mesmers. The jelly ray is nice, but... Oh, here. Like, you go, you can be free. We'll come back and hurl you into our, we'll throw you into our bioreactor later, Mr. Stalker, so you're living on borrowed time. Remember to scan it before you pulled it out of the tank. What are you talking about, the Stalker? Pretty sure we have the Stalker scanned. Yeah, we don't need to scan the Stalker, because we have never... Apparently we've scanned a mesmer at some point. We've never scanned a bloodvine. Anything else in here we have not scanned? I guess we've scanned you. Oh, alright. That poor stalker. Don't feel bad for the stalker, Chad. No sympathy for the stalkers. Just because we turned it into fuel? Actually, the problem with the stalker is we can't throw anything else into the reactor while the stalker unpowered. The bioreactor needs to break that stalker down faster. I got some more shit I'd like to throw in there. I stalk you one time, Pete, and you never let it go. Yeah, but you boiled my rabbit, Chad. If you hadn't boiled my rabbit, you know, maybe we could talk, but with the rabbit boiling, I just felt like the restraining order was the smart course of action. I mean, I got to look out for my own safety and well-being. Where did I leave my vehicle assembly bay? Anybody remember where I put that? There it is. So what does a replacement sea moth take? 1 lubricant, a power cell, a titanium ingot, 2 glass, and some lead. So all we need is a titanium ingot, 2 glass, and some lead. Also, we should maybe build another power... Like, I want to build a new power cell for this, which just takes copper and mushrooms. Oh, also, it's a coral shell plate. I want table coral. While we're remembering stuff, let's get ourselves a bunch of table coral as well. Now we need some regular mushrooms, like these kind. Yeah, acid mushrooms. And copper. We should have copper for days back in the base. We got copper for days, yo. Don't you talk bad about Mr. Hops, Chad. I'm never gonna forgive you. I love that rabbit. And you boiled him. Alive. Please tell me I have copper here somewhere. Okay. Is a battery 2 copper and 1 mushroom, or 1 mushroom and 2 copper? It's 2 mushrooms and 1 copper. So we have enough to make 2 batteries, and then we can take those 2 batteries and make them into a power cell? Yeah. So then all we need is a titanium ingot, which we have. A chunk of lube, which we also have. Actually, we had lube in our inventory. So what does Pete do? Grabs more lube, because of course I did. Titanium ingot. Where did I stick that? I had one just a minute ago. I just had one. We could even put a depth module in that as soon as we make it. What did I do with that titanium ingot I just had? I just had one. Did I stick it in here? Nope. It'll turn up. Let me another titanium ingot. So we got a power cell, a titanium ingot, lube. What else do we need? Lead? No, glass. We needed glass. Like 2 glass. If I'm short of quartz, I'm also good. Okay. I'm primed to be furious. And there we go. That's replacement sea moth. Let's go craft it. I'm rolling deep, chat. I got 2 cars. I got a submarine, 2 sea moths, prawn suit, 4 bases. I'm living the Flavor Flav lifestyle, except, you know, slightly younger. I forgot lead. God damn it. Living that Flavor Flav dream. There's already a Furious Pete. No lead in there, though. Plenty of lead in here. Why does a sea moth need lead? What is the lead shielding? You're primed to be furious. I'm confused as to why this is abnormal. It could be a general state of affairs. Pete starring in Cribs Subnautica edition. Hey yo, this is the vehicle module bay where I spawn all my bitchin' sea moths for all my baby mamas. They love it. It's also gonna be the 4th track of my new upcoming album, Sea Moth Rollin' Deep. Get it? Cause it's a submersible? Yeah, you got it. So we have a depth module. I'm just gonna stick that in here. I dropped it though. That's interesting. If I moved, did that come loose? It did. Maybe this time don't drop it and actually put it in the slot, though. Just throwing it at the sea moth is not how you properly install that. It's like changing a tire by physically hurling a tire at your vehicle. It's not really going to work out that well. Alright, so this is now our... No, I don't want to go in there. This is above ground sea moth. You go in here. Upper area sea moth. This is deep diving sea moth. Which, you know what? I'm not putting on top. I'm actually link back up though. Because you're only at 92% power. And I'm not putting you back on a Cyclops until you're fully charged. I thought hurling another tire at it was the way you did it. Isn't that the NASCAR standard? I've got some leet in that name. Thanks very much for the follow. I appreciate it, but that your name is in all black in chat, and I have mine in night mode, so I can't tell what your name is. But thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Ninth Circle. The all black chat name is wigging me out, by the way, because I run my chat display in night mode. So if your name's in all black, like I can't see it because it's black on black. Stop black on black crime, by the way. End the cycle of hate. We have a lot of diamond. We should collect more table coral before we go down to our base. Like, I actually want a whole saddlebag full of table coral. Oh, it's fully charged. It's just not fully repaired. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll patch that up. So, power cell, power cell. You guys are all full. Beautiful. I'm going to fill this thing with table coral, I think. Free Mandela. We'll just let it keep chewing on that stalker for a while. Lantern food is great for food value, but it sucks for water. Then again, there's like 35 lantern fruit on every single tree. So my embracer of the vegan lifestyle really is pain. I'm stuck, though. I'm stuck on a lantern fruit tree. Please, there we go. I'm free. I'm free! Free at last! Free at last! Thank God Almighty, I'm free from the lantern tree. Oh, are you done charging yet? You're done charging. Should we leave a couple power cells up here? I mean, why leave charged power cells? We do have the engine upgrade for the Cyclops, the efficiency module, so we could actually put a power cell charger in the Cyclops, and I believe it charges power cells more efficiently than it drains them with the efficiency module. Do we want to have it self-charge in some kind of, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Because that violates the second law of thermodynamics. I refuse to violate the second law. I'm not doing it. There are some things I will do, some things I won't do, and violating the second law of thermodynamics, that's not one of them. I'm just not doing it. They actually patched that out, Pete. Oh, here I thought I was taking a principled stand, and Chad has to fucking take it away from me. Can't I have nice things, Chad, even for a moment? Why for one shining moment can't I be the good guy? Here I am trying to be like good guy Pete, and Chad immediately shits all over my dream. Chad is a harsh mistress, though.